Alrighty, y'all, welcome back to another video, man. Welcome back to another beautiful day. Not sure when I'm gonna be posting this video, but happy whatever day it is to everybody out there, man. Before we hop into the video, throw a like, man. Subscribe if you have not. Mopar content, that's what we do on this channel, aka 392 reviews, car reviews, content, everything like that, Mopar related. Yeah, please throw a like, man. It costs nothing and it means everything. So salute to y'all for doing that. All my new people, welcome. All my returning people, I salute to you. Thank you. Thanks again for watching. Little stuttery right there, but I really do appreciate it. I know I say it every video. Thank you so much for watching. Y'all see the title somewhere down there. Today we're just gonna be talking about modifications as a whole. Couple things I want to do, what modifications you should do to your Dodge Charger Challenger, what modifications you shouldn't do, ones that I feel are kind of played out. And again, this is just my opinion, y'all. I'm not out here trying to, bag on anybody, throw shade. I'm just telling you what I kind of feel is necessary, what is overkill, what is not necessary, this, that, and the third. Not gonna be too crazy of a video, probably chill here for a little bit and then maybe take a little cruise or more scenic route to kind of go further in depth of the modifications that I've done. So without further ado, man, let's hop into it. Modification number one. This is specifically for the 6'4", 5'7", I guess, fits the bill, shoe fits as well. Hellcats most likely as well. One of the most important things that I could ever stress is just getting a muffler delete. There's AWE exhausts out there. I think they have a track exhaust, two different exhausts. I think I'm pretty sure Corsa, I think Corsa makes an exhaust. There might be a few other ones. I don't really know too many of these brands just because, honestly, y'all, I didn't really even research the exhaust that bad. Whether you're talking about, axleback or catback exhaust systems, I just think they're overkill for these motors and the way these vehicles are set up. If you've watched before, y'all know how my car sounds. Y'all probably heard other mid-muffler delete vehicles. I think there's just an easy way to get that sound, and I do not think that getting a full exhaust system is necessary. I don't think I would ever advise anybody paying $1,300 to $2,200, $2,300. Again, these ranges are kind of just guesstimates. And then not to mention, congratulations, salute to y'all if y'all can do it yourself, but a lot of times, people like to take it to a muffler shop to get them in. So now you got, and a hefty price tag on the exhaust system, and then of course you got labor fees, which we know today are not cheap. So realistically, y'all, I mean, for a fraction of the cost, you can get the same sound, if not, in my opinion, better. When you're talking about exhaust systems, that's $1,800. I mean, you could literally spend a third to a quarter on getting a mid-muffler delete, and it sounds ridiculous. It sounds incredible. It sounds fantastic. If you want to take it a step further, you could even get the resonators deleted, which is, again, much cheaper than getting a full exhaust system. So number one has to be the muffler delete. I mean, that's probably still my favorite modification to date, in my opinion. Number two, kind of going hand in hand with the muffler delete, were the exhaust tips. Shout out to Carvin. I got the 5-inch black exhaust tips. They also offer them in chrome. I opted in for the black because my kind of car colorway was all gray and black. Y'all know how it is. If you've seen the channel, you know what the car looks like. And then hopefully soon I'll be able to, I'm gonna go to a different location, post up, do a little walk around, all that good stuff. Call me crazy, but I believe, and not to mention all the back pressure with the muffler delete, I don't really know. I mean, I guess that's a true thing, but I really don't see how that relates to these cars. No loss of power that I've experienced, no issues that I've experienced with the muffler delete, so I just wanted to kind of close that gap. With the Carvin 5-inch tips, man, people might think I'm crazy, but I humbly can say that I truthfully think, y'all, that the exhaust tips definitely change the tone of the vehicle. Noticeable on startup, and I think noticeable on idle. Again, man, you have these sounds that are kind of bouncing off of a wider diameter, so of course I feel like it's going to get, the pitch and tone is going to change a little bit. And a lot of people go with the quad exhaust, but in my opinion, I just think the single, the two 5-inch pipes, look good, in my opinion. Pause. I just think it works, man. And with the muffler delete, I think it has, you know, this my Daytona 392. I think it has her sounding perfect. So you have the exhaust system, carbon 5-inch tips. So any sort of you know, exhaust tips. I think it was like a 3.5 that was factory or something like that. Maybe even 4 from factory. I really don't know. I don't think it was actually 4. It was probably 3.5. But just having that exhaust tip, man, fill out, especially if you have an aftermarket diffuser, which I do, it kind of just fills out that, you know, that curve a little bit better and makes it look a lot more flush. So I think that's definitely a good thing to do. What else? You know, I'm not gonna really be talking too much on tint. I think tint's a modification for every single car. So I'm not gonna add that. I will say 3, in my opinion. If y'all go check out Diode Dynamics, they have a smoked LED side marker for the fronts and the backs. You still have the colors, right? You still have the red in the back, the orange up front, but it's a full LED instead of that little dinky bulb. An even cheaper option is just to go to like Amazon or Etsy and get the actual tint strips. But in my opinion, I think having that LED, so it looks good when you're cruising. It looks fantastic in pictures. Having that full LED just brighten up the side of the vehicle, I think is a fantastic look. Better than those little dinky bulbs that they give you. And especially with, you know, depending on what color car you have, having just those red and orange just side markers are just sort of an eyesore. I felt with the gray, it kind of just stuck out a little bit too much. For example, if you have like the indigo blue, I think the red, not so much the red, but the orange just pops out like a sore thumb. If you have the purple, it's like, all right, well, you have purple, then you have the red. I just think sometimes it gets a little bit crazy and a little bit hectic with the color match or color mesh. So I think number three, that's probably a good modification to have. What else? If there's anything other than those 3, I think those are kind of my biggest, you know, must-dos on the Chargers. You might have people telling you get the RGB lights. I'm not going to tell you that. I think those are overrated. Some people might tell you do the underglow. Again, just my opinion. I think it looks tacky. I think it's, you know, it's a muscle car. I mean, JDM, Euro, I get it. I get it. Go nuts, go crazy, go bananas. On an American muscle car, having all those lighting stuff, the lighting trends, just not for me. I've considered it, but getting the snorkel lights. So if you have a Charger that's 2019 and above, which this is a 2021, you have the LED snorkels, which I think look fantastic. Me, I just opted for little like carbon overlays along with the mirror caps that are carbon. So I figured that was a good call. That's maybe a modification I would add, but in my opinion, I think, you know, the 3 biggest things are the muffler delete, the exhaust tips, and the LED side markers. I think those are the 3 things I would 100% recommend to anybody out there. So yeah, let's hop into the next part of this video, kind of talking about modifications that can be necessary, might not be, so on and so forth. Get with y'all in a second. Peace. So, you know, of course, just naturally want to let y'all get like a, you know, little quick sound of the car. That is a warm car sound. I mean, I have been driving for a little bit, so I just wanted to let y'all get the sound of that real quick, and then I could kind of show y'all the exhaust tips and everything like that, and then the LED side markers as well. But yeah, man, just views, man. Just getting some views, man. That's nothing crazy, man. Beautiful day. Want to get some, you know, want to get some vitamin D type shit. Y'all know how it is, man. But at the end of the day, y'all let me know what you think about the exhaust tips, man. I think these things are fantastic. I think these things are gorgeous, man. Especially when they're clean, man. You got the aftermarket diffuser right there. Everything just kind of meshes extremely well. Then, of course, these are the LED side markers that I was talking about. Of course, you got bird shit on the car that's evidently impossible to have happen or have not happen. And then y'all see the front side marker right there. Crazy, man. The sun shadow in the way. See if I can back up, that way y'all get a little better demeanor. Maybe get a little thumbnail too, but I mean, y'all see it. Of course, one of the things I hate is damn leaves, man. Stupid ass grill. I wish they had more aftermarket grills like that, just a little mesh or whatever, but y'all see it. She's all super clean and everything like that. So Y'all can see the side markers. Of course, y'all heard the exhaust. And then y'all can see the tips. Yeah, man, that's essentially all I wanted to kind of show y'all before hopping into what I would call modifications that I don't think are necessary. I mean, I've done them to my car because I wanted to do them personally. I know a lot of people don't necessarily feel the same way about them. I mean, I guess they want to, but don't feel like it's necessary. It don't really matter. I'll just go over, you know, and explain it to you, do a quick walk around of the car, and list them out. So, starting with the back, number one is going to be the wicker bill. So, of course, you got the OEM factory wing, and then you got the wicker bill. It's a two-piece. This piece here, this piece here. This piece came black, or this piece came black. Yeah, this piece actually came see-through, transparent. It was just a piece of plastic. And then, of course, I got the Stealth Edition, so it came with, hopefully y'all can see that, it came with the Stealth hardware. It's really sunny out here, y'all, so I really can't tell what you can see and what you can't, because I barely can see what the hell I'm even looking at. But I did get the wicker bill ZL1 add-ons, and then I get this Stealth hardware, instead of, because it came with the black hardware instead of the chrome. So I think it, you know, makes it a little bit better, doesn't stick out so much. But again, a modification that I don't think is 100% necessary. I think it kind of adds a little bit of character, a little bit of zest, a little bit of flair. Other than that, I mean, a lot of people are like, oh, they don't like that look, they just rather have the OEM. Whatever, do you, it's your car at the end of the day. Second, I kind of did want to add this to number 4 of a modification I would recommend. Shout out to Spoiler King. I think this is the 380R model, if I remember correctly. It's really hard to honestly even notice if you don't know what you're looking for. It's just a little, you know, lip spoiler that I think from a distance and everything like that, it kind of just makes the car look a little bit more sleek. A lot of things, if you know, I say this in countless videos, but a lot of things I wanted to do with this car is stuff that's sort of OEM plus, that when you look at the car, you're not like, wow, man, it has super crazy modifications, but then I start pointing out things and you're like, oh, like I didn't notice that. So that was my whole kind of, you know, goal with this build. Sorry for the squinty eyes, man. It is bright as hell out here. Y'all can see I still got OEM wheels. We did change up the tires. I do have Mickey Thompson street comps on there. Again, man, shout out to Soft for cleaning me up, man, blessing me. I do have the street comps on there. Good tread, good tire. I don't think I would not recommend this tire. I don't know if I would go back to the tire. Might try something different. But this tire is very, very good. All-purpose summer. Good grip in the rain. Obviously, haven't had a chance to drive it in the snow. I don't really plan on it. But other than that, man, thumbs up for the Mickey Thompson street comps. Street comp R's, I think they are. Beautiful looking tire, and it actually performs really, really good. Of course, with these cars, they are going to spin traction every once in a while, but it grips and hooks pretty good. So the tire is not something I necessarily would recommend, but I think you definitely should get rid of the P0s initially when you run them to the ground. I would probably not recommend getting the P0s again. Them excuse the language, but them suckers, man, would spin and spin for days. Again, going into modifications I don't think are necessary, but are cool to have. I also got the carbon fiber mirror caps. These are from Etsy. I believe these actually are like legit carbon, I want to say. They look really good, they shine really good, especially when they're all cleaned up. They've held up together. The 3M tape that I got from Etsy was not that great, but you know, shout out to Crazy Glue. Can do crazy things with that shit. Again, shout out to Matt for hooking me up with that as well. And then again, these were the snorkels I was talking about earlier. Got the little carbon snorkels. So at the end of the day, that really kind of goes through my list of modifications. I mean, I have like the paddle shifters, but I think everybody else does that. If y'all haven't seen, again, not a modification that I would say you need to have, but it can be cool. Sorry, the wheel's upside down, but y'all see it, man. Nothing too crazy, but if y'all have also noticed, I have gotten the car wrapped. So we did the pillar wrap. Shout out to Autoholics in Jersey. We did the pillar wrap, of course, with the Daytona that is black from factory. Did the whole pillars and then the side taper off right there. We took a look at the Daytona, smoked that Daytona logo out, so it's not silver anymore, it's actually black. And then we also did the trunk and then taillight tint. So the trunk is all black, very nice. And then they did my taillight tint going all the way across. So good look. I think it's a sleek look to have, man. Again, I liked doing stuff a little bit different with this car. I mean, the car is just beautiful as it is, but you know, little stuff here and there, it's absolutely fantastic. That's what makes it all worth it. But at the end of the day, man, any modifications you want to do to your car, just do it, man. Don't care what people think about you, man. Don't care about getting reactions from other people. If you got a car and you're doing stuff to your car to get a reaction from somebody else, at the end of the day, man, that's not the way to go about it, in my opinion. You do what you want to do, you do what you love, and do what makes you happy, and sort of anybody else can kind of, you know, go F themselves. That's kind of how I think about it, man. I eventually do want to get these calipers powder coated. I do eventually want to get black hardware for the wheels. Maybe change up that Dodge logo in the middle, but I like these wheels so much, man. It's just something that I can't really, or I've never really wanted to get the itch to kind of change. So that's pretty dope, in my opinion. That is pretty cool. So I mean, this is gonna probably be a long video. I think we're probably going on like 20 minutes, 18 minutes or something like that, and I'm not trying to sit up here and just lollygag and talk all damn day, even though I probably could. Such a beautiful day, man. Just gonna see what it has to offer. So maybe get a nice little thumbnail right here. Who knows, maybe the other one I had was nice. But at the end of the day, man, there's certain modifications I believe you should do with your car, especially if you have one of these Chargers, man. I think with the Challengers you can do the same thing. Exhaust tips, get rid of like the USB looking plug exhaust tips, mid muffler delete, of course, make that V8 sound like it should, and then the side markers, the LED side markers. I mean, that's just my opinion, y'all. At the end of the day, you gotta do what makes you happy, and that's all that matters. Go ahead, throw a like for your boy, man. Subscribe if you have not already. I really appreciate it to you, man. Appreciate y'all. Salute if you made it to this point, and salute if you're still watching, man. It's fantastic, 100% fantastic. At the end of the day, peace, love, and prosperity. Always strive and prosper. I'm gonna try to say that at the end of every single video, because I really do mean that. You gotta do things for you, not for other people. So if there's something you want to do, man, just go out there and do it. Whether that's YouTube, whether that's starting a business, whether that's starting a hobby, whatever it is, man, just go get after it. So thank you all so much for watching. 392 Reviews checking in, checking out. Peace.